Hello guys, welcome. I'm back with my extremely abnormally large water bottle. I'm just making all the gains. I'm making all the gains, just lifting this baby up. Ain't none of you out there gonna be as hydrated as me. I don't know why I'm talking so much about being hydrated. Stay hydrated, guys. Have you drunk your water today? I worry about you. I do. Today, we're gonna be talking about not Lovesick. No drama. What is that Black Eyed Peas song? No drama? Does anyone even know that song still? Come on, everyone knows My Humps. Yeah. Today I'm gonna be reacting to Susa.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I didn't even speak English just now. Today we're gonna be reacting to some new developments and changes with Lovesick, or should I say formerly known as Lovesick. We're gonna clarify some more things and just talk about it. I also want to shout out some other things that I don't think people know about, so like, you know, let's just jump into it. Now don't get it confused, right? I said in my last video that stop asking. I'm not gonna talk about this ever again. I'm just talking about the Yandere Sim drama. I recognize that it's a little hard not to get into that with this kind of stuff, but I'm gonna do my best because I feel like this drama stuff is finally coming to an end, and I couldn't be happier. No more. Let's all just live our lives, okay? And eat our vegetables and vitamins. And drink water. Yeah. Ain't nobody got a bigger water bottle than me. So as you all know, Lovesick started out as what it seemed like to be someone making Yandere Simulator in 2 weeks or something like that. That's the only reason why this ever became as popular as it is. So popular that they got on trending. Dr. AP's got on actual trending. I was like, what? What do you gotta do? I've been doing YouTube for how many years? No trending. I've been trending on YouTube gaming, but like they were not even trending on gaming. They were trending on the actual trending tab. So I'm like, what the heck? I feel like if you're a smaller YouTube channel and YouTube sees that you're getting like a massive like growth from being small, that like, wow, it's like way easier. So, you know, I'm a little jealous. That's fine. I'm mad. Just kidding. And which video was on trending? Well, let me show you, and we're gonna react to it, even though I've already seen it. I gotta pretend that I have never seen this before in my life. Oh, what is this? They uploaded a Lovesick's official name change. So if you guys remember me making my last video, I talked about everything. I reiterated my points that I made in a previous video, talking about just my thoughts on the game. Some people said that,
oh, he's taking sides. He's taking sides.
Obviously, those people that are saying that did not watch the full video. Now look at this comment. Pinned by Dr. AP's. Is that taking sides? I don't think so. What did my comment say? Good way to stop the confusion. I genuinely cannot wait to see what is next for Love Letter. I could not be more than happier in this whole situation, because this was so smart. This is exactly what I said to do, that I think that they should do in my video. I'm not saying I'm taking credit or like I was influencing that decision at all. But if they wanted to differentiate themselves from Yandere Simulator and Lovesick, then they should just change the name, which I think they should have done from the very beginning. And now they've officially changed it to Love Letter. And like, that's so cool, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And not only that, they revealed what their protagonist is now going to look like. So that again, because again, in the last video, I talked about the character model for Yandere Simulator, which is an altered version of the Unity model, which is blue, that looks like this. I'm happy to say that it doesn't look anything like that, which really helps with the whole confusion. There's not gonna be any more confusion or drama, but I think it is fair to say that if it wasn't for the confusion and the drama, I don't think that this would have got as popular as it would have been. Because we all know freaking drama could be a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't like it, but in this case, I feel like it has helped a lot. I mean, I just couldn't believe they got it trending. I was like, wow. This is getting a big deal, like, right? Obviously, I'll link Dr. AP's down below, but we're gonna take a look at the official change. It's only 32 seconds long, so we have Yandere Chan. Well, I don't think this is necessarily Yandere Chan. I think this is their old model, and this is a video signifying that they are doing away with that model. So there we go.
Who even are you?
What is the saying? Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal? I always thought that was so stupid.
I'm Bo-chan. Well, that's my nickname.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm from a game called Love Letter.
Huh? I thought you were supposed to be from Lovesick.
Not anymore.
What's that in your...
I'm just sipping my tea. Now, some people could take this as a stab, literally, at Yandere Simulator, but I don't think it's that. I think they are this is just signifying that they're no longer going to use the assets from Yandere Simulator, which they already admitted to doing. So that's all cleared up. But, you know, there's more updates than just this. I just wanted to talk about this because obviously it was here. And this is what their protagonist is going to look like. And it looks, I mean, it's about as original as it gets, like totally different than anything we've seen. And there's the official logo, Love Letter, My True Feelings. I think it's a great name. They even released the OST. If you guys want to go take a look at that, obviously I'm not going to show that, but it seemed pretty cool. Now, the one similarity that they do have, and it seems like the character is going to be a Yandere. So that's still the same, and that's clearly represented by the whole knife thing, which, okay, you know, there's really nothing wrong with that. Yandere has actually been done in a lot of games now. And yeah, I want to talk about some other games that I feel like just deserve more attention since we're, you know, talking about this subject. And after I saw this, you know, I followed them on Twitter and everything like that. And I was thinking about doing an interview with Dr. Apes because I feel like, you know, things could be cleared up a little bit better. But someone actually already beat me to that. The YouTuber Malice did an interview with them. I'm not going to show the entire video, but you guys go check out the full thing. But I'm just going to like react to some of these questions. Some of the questions that I had that I just thought was interesting. And yeah, I want to talk about it. So yeah, I'll link them down below as well, this video. Hey, what should my water bottle be called? Something Chan. My wife said something the other day. We just look like big old babies with these water. It's ridiculous. Just look like a big old baby with this water bottle. So again, I want to reiterate, go watch the video because I'm going to be showing some of their stuff. All right, so they asked, why did you create Lovesick? And they responded, so they thought an actual Yandere game mixed in with a social simulator would be fantastic. So that's really interesting. Another game that does take the social aspects of a game, and it's anime themed, and I talked about this previously. I've even played the game. Can you guess it? I bet you can. Daigaku Garashi, another game that you can clearly see is like, it needs more support, I think. I think it's a really cool concept, if you guys don't know. This game, it's very unique. Even though there's similarities, there's no yanderes. Actually, there is yanderes in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Don't know if they took it out because it's been a long time since I played it. But I know that there are the yandere traits, but essentially, I kind of think of this game sort of like Sims in a way. You create your own character, and your character has stats, and you can interact with other people, and the game's kind of like alive. But anyway, yeah, I highly encourage you guys to go check it out. It's free. You can support them on Patreon if you want to get earlier than everyone else, but they release free builds. It was really interesting. I felt like personally that this game was a little hard to get into. Nevertheless, I still like the game, and I think it's a really, really cool idea, and I like what they're doing with it, with the whole social aspect. There's not really like, as far as I know, there's no story. It's more like you kind of live your own like little world of your anime character. The reason why I mentioned that is because I wonder if it's going to be something like that. You know, is there going to be a set story? Is there going to be like a, or is it going to be more like Daigaku Garashi where you kind of just go into the game and things can turn out? Like, that's what I'm really curious about. So Malice asked, what's the difference between this and Yandere Simulator? Like, what are your plans for the project? So that was really interesting. And they kind of just talk about the same thing. There is going to be a senpai and you can stalk them. Again, even though that is in Yandere Simulator, it's been done in other games, now, you know? I mean, I'm not exactly sure what they mean by like true yandere. The definition of yandere to this is a Japanese term for a person who is initially very loving and gentle to someone, or at least innocent, before their devotion becomes destructive in nature, often throughout violence or brutality. The terms derive from the words yanderu, meaning a mental or an emotional illness. Not sure exactly what they mean by that, but okay. I mean, I guess they feel like they could be more yandere. All right, sure. They talked about, when's the demo gonna come out? I even saw, I saw Jay on Twitter like, hey, can I get that build? I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're doing the YouTuber thing. And one thing they said that I was actually pretty happy about, because I know what it feels like to be a small YouTuber and not be able to get things before other YouTubers. It's the most annoying crap ever. Like, I remember when Kindergarten 2 came out and Jacksepticeye got it first, and I'm like, like everyone else got it. I'm like, I really want to play this, but I guess I'm not big enough. And they said, I'd like for everyone to experience the game together instead of favoriting YouTubers over others. I like that way better, because as a YouTuber personally, it's so stressful, especially because, you know, our job is to stay up to date with this kind of stuff and play things and, like, you know, to entertain you guys. Like, that's what it's for. And so when you're not first in this industry, you're basically nobody, all right? And that's actually the truth. So I highly respect the fact that they're going to release it publicly for everyone. I love that. I personally do love when people do that. Exclusivity sucks. Well, it sucks especially when you're not the one that's exclusive. So anyway, they answered about like the timing of the demo. I don't know yet, since we're revamping some features and getting original models, that question's uncertain. When we use Yandere Simulator models, it was expected to be a couple months, but now there's no real estimate. So now that they've decided to change everything, I wonder if the scope of their game is getting bigger. And here's another thing that I wanted to talk about. If I were asking them a question, I would ask, what is the scope of the game going to be like? Because I think the reason why Yandere Simulator took so long is because the scope of the game got bigger and bigger and it grew over time. There was no clear exact direction. I remember Yandere Dev talking about how he was thinking about just shrinking the scope of the game down a lot, you know, and there was talks about like that. So I wonder, what are people gonna expect? Because like there's a lot of hype right now. I feel like some people are expecting this to be like 1,000,000 times better than Yandere Simulator, but whenever Yandere Simulator does come out, like the actual demo of the game within finally the game, it's gonna be so interesting to compare the two. And just not in terms of like which one's better, because I really don't care about that. I'll play them both, like whatever. I think once we see all the features and the stuff that are in these games, we're gonna start to get a better estimate or a better feeling as to why the games took so long. You know, I think that it's gonna just be really interesting. And and by the way, whenever Yandere Simulator's demo does come out, I'm gonna play it. Because we've never had an actual goal. I'm gonna play and give my thoughts. Do I actually enjoy the game? What could be better? I'm really gonna do that. It's gonna be really fun, and I want to do the same thing with this game too. After all, that's essentially what I do anyway, is review games, but it's not called a review. So now, a really important thing that I also mentioned in my last video as well, I talked about this. I said, is Dr. AP's gonna sell this game, right? Because I was thinking about like, yeah, I could see a lot of legal trouble. And again, I think it was so important for them to change Lovesick into Love Letter, because that was an obvious huge conflict. And I didn't think that part was right. I didn't think it would have been right for them to name their game Lovesick, since that's clearly what Yandere Simulator it was gonna be. And I thought that was a huge interest, but I'm just really happy to see that they're going in the right direction. I feel this is the most perfect direction they could have went in to avoid drama, to avoid legal trouble, because no one wants to. You don't start anything to create legal trouble. That's awful. No one would do that. No one in their right mind, at least. You'd have to be an idiot to do that. And so, are they gonna sell the game for money? And they said no. The final game will be free. Now, is that to say that, oh, because Yandere Simulator is probably gonna cost a little bit of money, is it gonna be like, is that an awful thing? No, I think they could probably sell their game too, as long as they created the assets, then why not? Why couldn't they sell the game? So I guess they're choosing not to do it. I think that depending on how things go, that could be either a really smart decision or an okay decision. We've all seen things like Doki Doki Literature Club, a game that obviously could have costed a ton of money, but because it was free, it has so much more popularity because it's accessible to absolutely everyone, because it's so easy. It's a small game. You can download it. And then later on, you could sell merch and make a bunch of money doing that if your game does get popular enough. So that's gonna be interesting to see that as well. And Dr. AP's clearly said they're tired of the drama. They don't want to be included in the drama, and I don't blame them. Drama sucks. I don't like it either. Oh, I also forgot to say they revealed what the model actually looks like in the game. It's probably not final, but I think it's interesting. Here it is. You can't say that she's not different, right? There's no argument now that she's totally different. I'm not sure if her mouth's supposed to be that way, but you know, she's bigger than other main character girls, which isn't a bad thing. It's different. She's pleasantly plump. So it just makes me happy that the drama's going away and that we're just seeing something that's more original, you know? So that's cool. And keep in mind, guys, this has been done before. Dr. AP's is not the first person to make a fan game that arguably was inspired by Yandere Simulator. Well, of course how could it not be? Of course it is. Even if it doesn't matter if it's a negative or positive. Something that I've had my eye on for a little bit as well is this a Yandere Simulator fan game called Sarah's School's Live. It actually looks pretty freaking cool. So I just wanted to give it a shout out and actually take a look at it real quick. I mean, I want to play this too. What is this? I mean, right? How come people aren't talking about this? I mean, obviously they are. That's not bad support, but you know, they clearly stated that it is a Yandere Simulator fan game, but yet we don't see any kind of drama or anything with this. It's because it's not called Lovesick. That was the whole thing. And either that was a genius move or it was an accident. I don't know. But as you can see, this game really reminds me of Watashi no Mono. very similar. I feel like they are using a lot of the same assets. I'm probably wrong about that, but when I played the game, I noticed a lot of these things. I also wonder if Watashi no Mono is ever going to be completed as well. So guys, I think you should keep this on your radar because it looks pretty cool. It looks like they're kind of pretty far away, so that's pretty cool. I also want to give a shout out to a game that I played on my channel like a year or so ago called Don't Notice Me. This game was sick. I love this game. It had a similar kind of deal with it. It's about like a girl. It was about a senpai, but this game was sick, guys. Go download this game. You got $8. Go play it. It's a really cool puzzle game, but it also has one of the biggest jump scares that I've ever witnessed in a game. All right. And I really loved this whole atmosphere. I was like, I really want this game to be updated. I really hate that they didn't like do more with it because I loved this game. It's got good reviews. Go freaking download it, guys. Go download this game. So yeah, guys, what do you think? Are you excited for Love Letter? I mean, again, this doesn't mean that like you should hate Yandere Simulator. I don't personally hate Yandere Simulator. I want to see what happens with all the games. We can all live in harmony and drink water. Like it's never my goal to tear anybody down. I think you should never do that. Ever, ever, ever do that. You don't have to build yourself up by tearing other people down. So don't do that. Don't do it. And you just been filled in. All right. Bye, guys.